So here we are in my studio in Brooklyn. This is leaving to the Museum of Contemporary Art in Los Angeles for the Art in the Streets show, mega show. This is my masterpiece for the show titled Benchmark, a great rush hour in the Bronx. It's a piece that pays homage to the lineage of guys that are the bedrock to this movement. Originally, I wasn't going to include myself because I was so secretive back in the day. I figured, well, if I'm going to make a painting about the movement, how can I show myself in the way that I was at that time? But then people that are very close and that do know what the painting is about, they said, you should be in the painting. So here I am, I'm painting myself. And I'm glad I am in the painting. I have Blade here, which was a big influence in my work in the early years. Blade 1 from the Crazy 5. And Cliff 159, rest in peace. An amazing impressionistic painter. I think would have grown into an amazing painter later on in life. I have Futura here. He's introduced many things to the movement. Still a big practitioner and very respected. And of course Lady Pink, that represents the contingent of women that have been embraced and involved in this movement since day one, but never got their due just because of their gender. She was a pusher. When I looked in her eyes back in 1980, I knew that she was a painter. And of course Rammellzee, which is another, big name that unfortunately passed too young in his life recently, and it was a huge contributor to the musical aspects of hip hop, and also contributed to the visual aspects of fine art with his visuals and his sculptures. Unsung hero that's yet to be discovered, amazing cat. Knock 167 with his famous quote that everybody has their own arrow was genius. That everybody does have their own sense of direction and their own destiny. And last but not least, Fat Five Freddy. He was very instrumental in bringing forth the whole movement, and bringing downtown, uptown, past the Bronx, and then now past the world. So, big ups to him. Grand Concourse, which means, when you look it up, it means a place where people congregate. In the legends of the whole subway movement, the concourse was the main, what I would call visual speakeasy. The trains that did pass through this station was the line that everybody favored to do their best work. I'm very honored to be in the presence of all these cats. It's like a conversation that we never had a chance to have. And when you think about especially in the distractions that are upon us every day, you really don't even get to say to your child, be safe and I'll see you tonight. Or to, yo baby, I love you. I'll see you tonight or whatever. Shit happens fast. And life happens fast. And it's one day you're here and the next day you're not. And you never had that conversation to up the ante and maybe create some new dialogue, create some new avenues, in a very creative way. Fuck the egos. The ego's always there. In fact, your image or whatever you put is your ego. This is my ego. I'm bringing heat to the fucking walls. But in a very humble way, I'm saying, yo, it's not about me. It's not about just these dudes or even just these dudes. It's a bigger conversation.